Children, I will continue the topic of the root system with a simple activity. That is by taking the bean seeds and finger millet seeds in two pots. Okay, first you take down the bean seed. Take bean seeds in one of the bowl. Add the soil in it and pour these bean seeds in it. And also take another bowl and pour the finger millets. Here in two bowls you are taking with the soil, bowl with the soil. This is also a bowl with the completely full of soil. So what did you do here? You added bean seeds. Pour bean seeds. Here finger millets, which means ragulu. That means ragulu children. Okay, so in one of the bowl you have added bean seeds and in one of the bowl you have added finger millets, that is called as ragulu. So you pour water in it. After few days you can see that the bean seeds, from some of the bean seeds you can see that what happens, it develops the shoot system and the root system, for which it develops the two leaves from it. Two leaves. Whereas the finger millet, it is with only single seed. It develops only a single leaf in it. It develops a single leaf from it. So, the leaves that arise from the bean seed, the first leaves that arise in the bean leaves or the finger millet leaves, these are called as seed leaves during germination process. During germination process, when you germinate the seeds, germination of seeds, during germination of the seeds, the first leaves, these are the first leaves that are arised over the seeds during germination, they are called as cotyledons. These seed leaves are called as cotyledons. What they are called as? Cotyledons. As I said you earlier that bean seeds show taproot system and ragulu or any grains, they show fibrous root system that you are going to observe through this activity. Okay, we are going to observe through this simple activity. So, the bean seeds, you find two leaves I said. That means they contain two cotyledons. They contain two cotyledons. After germination of the ragulu or any other grain, whole grain, that is cereal, you find they contain only single cotyledon. How many cotyledons you find? They contain only single, that is one cotyledon, that is one leaf only you can find in it. So you can say that the ragulu or the finger millets, they contain single cotyledon, so they are called as monocot plants. That seeds which contain two cotyledons, they are called as dicot plants. Dicot plants. So beans belongs to dicots and ragulu belongs to monocot. Did you understand, children? In previous class I told you about the monocots and dicots. Hope through this activity you have understood why these plants are called as monocots and why these bean plants or seeds plants are called as dicots. Because bean plants are enclosed in two cotyledons, they are called as dicot plants, and finger millets or the grains, they contain only a single cotyledon enclosed in their seed, so they are called as monocot plants. And now if you observe after these seedlings, so the seedlings that develop from the seeds of the bean seeds, they are sown in the soil and water for some days, they grow into a plant. And when you uproot the plant and observe the root system, you can see that the bean seed contains, the bean plant contains the taproot system, and finger millet contain the fibrous root system. From this you can understand that the dicots have the taproot system and monocots have fibrous root system. Hope you have understood this topic clearly, children. Now we will see about the absorption of the water by the roots. Okay? Come on. See, children, on the board you can see the two figures. This is a beetroot and the other one is carrot. You know very well. So these are roots of the plant that are edible to eat, isn't it? Yes. These plants, these roots of the plants, if you take it and observe with a simple experiment, we can prove that they absorb the water. So as you well know about the functions of the root, that they fix the plant firmly in the soil, they absorb the water and minerals from the soil, and also they store the food material in them, as in case of carrot, beetroot, radish and all. They store the food material in its root itself, isn't it? It is an edible part that we eat also. So it stores the food material in its root in such type of plants like turnip, carrot, beetroot, etc. Isn't it? So these are called as tuberous roots. What are they called as? Tuberous roots. And these roots, with these roots, we can simply do an experiment to prove that roots absorb water. Okay. So what to do, how to do this experiment, I'll tell you. So what is the aim of the experiment? The aim of the experiment is to observe the absorption of water by the root. What are you going to observe? To observe absorption of water by the root. So here the root that we have taken is either carrot or beetroot. So you can take a carrot for instance. Okay, so what do you need for this experiment? That is apparatus or materials required. It is also called as materials required. So what are the materials required for this experiment to do? You need a piece of carrot and a bowl with water, and next blue ink. You need blue ink to prove whether the water is being absorbed or not. Okay, now let's do the experiment. How to do, what to do, means experiment. What are you doing in this experiment? You are taking a carrot, putting in a bowl of water in the carrot for about 2 days, and after 2 days you are cutting the carrot and you are observing. Okay, so here what are you doing? You are putting the carrot in a bowl. Put the carrot in a bowl of water for how many days? 2 days, and observe for 2 days. And then what is your observation? What do you see? Your observation you are right here. You will see that when you cut the carrot after 2 days, you can see the blue color inside the carrot. Blue color is absorbed. Yeah. See the spelling of absorb and observe. Observe inside the carrot when you cut it. Okay, later, so what did you learn? That is, what do you infer? What is the result? Inference. What do you say from this? So that is, you can say that carrot has absorbed water. So root, it is a root. It has absorbed the water and minerals from that is the water itself. That is, you have taken a water in a bowl, isn't it? So from that it has been absorbing the color. That means roots absorb the water, you can say. Roots absorb the water. Along with the blue color it has absorbed, isn't it? So you can say that it absorbs water and mineral salts. Through the water itself, mineral salts also pass through the roots and conducts to the various parts of the plant. From this experiment, you can prove that roots absorb water and mineral salts from the soil. So what is your inference here? Here your inference is that the blue color indicates that the carrot has or the water has moved from the carrot, that is upwards in the carrot and conducted to the root, and water is being conducted by the root. Okay children, showing that the root conducts the water. So here the blue color indicates the water moves upwards. Blue color, what did you learn? Water moves upwards and root conducts water. Root conducts water. That means it absorbs water, you can say. Okay children. So this is about the water absorption. Simple experiment to prove that roots absorb water. Okay, note down. Apart from the absorption, the roots and fixation of the plant, roots also perform certain other functions too. What are they? They are giving additional support to the plant. If you see a banyan tree, there will be the roots not only underground but also hanging from the branches also. So you will be playing as a swing, isn't it children? So they gives additional support to the plant. So in case of sugarcane also, they are called as stilt roots. Banyan trees, they are called as prop roots, stilt roots, maize and all. There are the roots that appear and give additional support to the plant. So roots support, that is fix the plant firmly in the soil and give support to the plant. And also in some plants like mangroves which grow along the seashores or the river beds, they are also helpful for the respiration purpose also. So what did you learn? The functions of the roots children? Functions of the roots. First one is fixation of the plant firmly into the soil. Second one, absorption of water and mineral salts from the soil. Water and mineral salts from the soil. Third point is giving extra support. It gives support, that is extra support, additional support. You can say that roots give additional support, like in case of banyan and sugarcane. Additional support, like in case of banyan, sugarcane, maize, etc. And fourthly, they also help for respiration for in case of the mangrove plants. That plants that grow tardy, coconut, there are also other plants which grow along the seashores and river beds. So there are certain mangroves which grow along the seashores only, which they help for the respiration. Roots take in and carbon dioxide and give out oxygen, isn't it? Whereas the roots take in the oxygen and give out the carbon dioxide in some of the plants, which helps them for the respiration purpose also. Now we will see about the conduction of the stem. Okay, so as in case of the roots, as you have seen earlier, stem also performs mainly conduction, and it supports all the other parts of the plant, and also it stores the food material in them. They bulge out in some stems, they bulge out and edible to eat also. They are tuberous stems. They are called as tuberous stems, like garlic, turmeric, ginger. These are all the stems that are used as an edible part in our food too. Okay, let's see the conduction of the water and mineral salts through the stem now. Okay children, come on, let's start the lesson. Observe the part of the stem, that is the shoot system, as you know very well. So this lies above the soil. So this shoot system consists of the stem, branches, leaves, flowers, buds, etc. Isn't it? So here in this shoot system, that is stem, you see the nodes, internodes also. So the part of the branch or the stem where the leaf arises, it is called as the node. And the part of the node between the two nodes, the part between the two successive nodes, that is from the part where the one leaf arises and the other leaf arises, that part between the two nodes, it is called as internode. Okay children, so if this is the leaf that arises here and the another leaf arises over here, you take. So the space between these two parts, the part of the leaf between these two successive nodes, this is one node and this is another node. So these two successive nodes is called as internode. Hope you have understood this children. And the part of the there will be buds over the stem. The bud arising at the tip of the stem, it is called as a terminal bud or apical bud. It is also called as a terminal bud or it is also called as apical bud. The buds that are arising at the axils of the leaves. So you can say the bud that is arises here over the axils of the leaf. So this may be the bud that is arised at the axils of the leaves, this part. So this is called as auxiliary buds. What are they called as? Auxiliary buds. So you see all this in the shoot system. So the functions of the shoot system are conducting water and mineral salts that are absorbed by the roots to the various parts of the plant and in turn sending the food material to the root. That is the functions of the stem. So they also contain store food material in them. In some of the stems like potato, ginger, turmeric, garlic and so on. Okay, so these are the tuberous stems where the edible part of the food is stored in the stems. So they are called as tuberous stems. What they are called as? Tuberous stems. This is potato, this is ginger and turmeric. Okay children? So simple experiment to prove that conduction of water through the stem. Now we will see the experiment to prove the conduction of water through the stem. Activity. Aim is, first all in this also you find the aim apparatus, that is what do you need. What do you need? It is called as the materials that are required. Then you have to next pose the question how what to do or how to do. What to do or how to do, that is experiment. Then observation, that is what did you see? What do you see? That is observation. Next, what did you observe after observation? What do you say inference? So what did you learn? What do you learn from this experiment or activity that you are writing as a 5 columns over here. Here the aim of the activity is the stem, to prove that the stem conducts the water and mineral salts from the soil. What do you need for this experiment? You need to tender stems, and you have to collect the pots, two pots in that is any two glasses or pots, glass pots, and pour water in it, add redding to it, put these two tender stems into the collected pots, and then observe after 6 hours or so. Then you see that the redding has passed through the stem, that is conducted from the roots. Okay, from this you can understand that. So observation is, what did you see here? Redding has been conducted to the stem and other branches and leaves over there. And from this experiment you can infer, that is you can come to the conclusion that stem conducts the water and mineral salts that is absorbed by the root to all the other parts of the plant. So functions of the stem are conduction, giving support to all other parts of the plant, and also storage. It also stores the food material in it. Okay, so these are the functions of the stem. They support, they transport, and also they store the food material. So that is the answer for this question. So what are the functions of the stem? First one is, what is it? Support. Give support to all other parts of the plant. Conducts water and mineral salts. From root to all the other parts. And next, it also transports the food material, from the leaves to roots again. Okay, next it stores the food material, as in case of the tuberous stems like potato, ginger, turmeric, garlic, etc. Hope you have understood the conduction of water through the stem, children. Now you have already learnt about the leaf, isn't it? Now we'll see about the stomata of the leaf. What is stomata of the leaf? Stomata are the tiny pores present on the epidermal layers of the leaf. They cannot be seen with our naked eyes. They can be seen only with the help of microscope. What are stomata? Stomata are the tiny pores which we cannot see with our naked eyes. They can be seen only with the help of the microscope. So how do you observe the stomata? Stomata can be observed only with the help of microscope. As I said you earlier, what to do, how to do this experiment to observe the stomata. I told stomata are present on the leaves, isn't it? The leaves are green in color because of the presence of chlorophyll. Okay, so this stomata helps for the preparation of food for the plant and also for transpiration and respiration. So leaves perform the function of photosynthesis, that is preparation of food, respiration, that is exchange of gases, and transpiration, that is removal of excess water from the plant body outside. Okay, so these are the functions performed by the stomata of the leaves. Now you see the structure of the stomata, that is as that you see under the microscope. This is the structure of the stomata that you see under the microscope. So they contain these stomata, as I said to you earlier, here, they are tiny pores. They are tiny pores. They are several in number. Numerous pores on the leaves that perform the function of photosynthesis. Okay. These are chloroplasts, the bean-shaped structure present in the center. These are called as guard cells. The tiny pore present at the center of the bean-shaped structure. It is stomatal pore. What it is called as, children? Stomatal pore. And this bean-shaped structure is called as guard cells. There are guard cells in the stomata. They protect this pore of the stomata. And these are chloroplasts. Chloroplasts. This is the structure of the stomata. Hope you understood, children. Draw neatly in your notebooks and try to bring it for the next class. So these are very tiny pores present on the leaves. We cannot see the stomata with our naked eye. They function as our nose. As we breathe in with our nose, this acts as a nose for a plant. Okay, so where they are present, stomata are present on the leaves. Stomata are present on the leaves. Leaves are present on the leaves, and leaves are very important parts of the plant. They are present in the shoot system. Is it clear? So these leaves perform the function of, what are the functions? What are the functions? Once again I repeat. What are the functions, children? Functions are photosynthesis, that is preparation of food. Photosynthesis, that preparation of food by the plant. Respiration. What do the plants respire? Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. And transpiration. Excess water that is present in the leaves released out through the stomatal pores. If you see in the winter, that is sometimes when you get up very early in the morning, you can see the tiny droplets on the leaves, isn't it? And sometimes what do? A simple experiment can be performed to observe the transpiration process. That is, if you take a potted plant, and observe carefully the process of transpiration. How to do it? You take a polythene cover and insert or tie the polythene cover to the one of the branches of these leaves. Along with the leaves, you tie it and leave overnight, and see in the morning you can see the tiny droplets over the polythene cover, which explains that leaves has released the excess water from its pores, tiny pores called as stomata. Okay, so this is the experiment to prove the transpiration process. Okay, so they respire and they prepare the food. The plant grows because of the food prepared by the leaves through the stomata. So what are stomata? They are tiny pores, very very small. They cannot be seen with our eyes directly. Then how do you see them? We see them with the help of the microscope. So how do you observe the leaf or the stomata under the microscope? You can take a small aloe vera leaf or any other leaf and take a fleshy part of the aloe vera leaf and cut it with a blade and put over the slide, cover it with the cover slip by putting a glycerin over it. Then put this glass slide over the stage of the microscope and observe through the eyepiece of the microscope. You can easily find the bean-shaped structure of the stomata under the microscope. microscope. This is how you are going to observe the stomata under the microscope. So these are the functions of the various parts of the plant children. Hope you have understood this, and today's homework I am going to give you. Try to write down. Okay, ma? Okay. Right. In today's homework, children, try to complete these blanks and questions. Taproot system is present in dash plants. In which plants they are present? Dipods, isn't it? The bud at the tip of the stem is known as terminal bud or apical bud. Yes. Primary organs of the photosynthesis are leaves, isn't it? Draw the diagrams of the taproot system and fibrous root system over here, and the stomata, and write the functions of stomata. Okay, come prepared for the next class, and I'll continue the lesson of knowing about plants in the next lesson. Okay, be safe, stay home. Okay, stay safe. Thank you.